Hello folks, my name is David Bromenschenkel, and today we're going to be talking about how to keep your equipment in better shape so it'll last you a lot longer. Today, we're going to be talking about fishing rods, such as my Falcon Cara that I have here. Now, fishing rods, usually like the Falcon Cara, usually come with a limited lifetime warranty, which is really good, except for the warranty does not cover your rod if you abuse it, misuse it, or accidental breakage. So, it's important to keep your high-end fishing rods like these in good condition so that you can get the most out of them. Now, the first thing I do when I buy a brand new fishing rod is I like to protect the finish on these new rods. Over time, damaging UV sunlight can damage the finish on your fishing rod. So, the way I like to do to combat that is I like to take Kevin Van Dam's Professional Line and Lure Conditioner and just spray it onto a rag like this and wipe the rod down. The Kevin Van Dam Professional Line and Lure Conditioner has a UV protectant in it that helps keep the rod, it gives the rod a nice UV. It's sort of like sunscreen for the rod. And I'll just wipe this rod down like so. And voila, my rod is protected from small scuffs and scratches that may come from the rod locker. And it definitely will keep your rods from fading out in the sun. Now, another thing I like to do with my fishing rods is that I like to protect the ceramic inserts that come in here. Especially on these Falcon, just like on these Falcon rods. I like to take a Q-tip, spray some Kevin Van Dam Professional Line Lure Conditioner on it, and just wipe the inside of the guides. This will act as a sort of like a lubricant and a sunscreen as well to these guides here. And it's an easy way to clean them as well. Now, another thing that I like to do is, as you can see, this here Falcon Cara rod has cork on the handle. It's somewhat dirty. So what I'll do is when I get home is that I'll take a regular rag, some dish soap, and a toothbrush. I'll rinse the rod, then I'll apply the dish soap onto it, cover it up, and then take the rag and wipe it down. And in these small pores here, I'll take a toothbrush and just clean those out real nice like. Now, fishing rods can take a big hit and can get damaged inside your rod lockers, especially when you have multiple rods. And so, what a lot of boat companies are doing now is that they're adding in rod support systems with small tubes that you can just slide your rods in. I like that, but unfortunately, it's good. Unfortunately, though, in small boats like this that I have, it limits how many rods you can put in here. So what I like to do is I like to use rod socks. And I recommend rod socks even if you have a rod support system in here. The rod socks that I have are these Bass Pro Shops ones, but I don't like those anymore. Not that I've found the magic of stick jacket rods socks. Stick jacket rods socks are not made with weaker, cheaper material such as this Bass Pro Shops rod. The material acts sort of like a Chinese finger trap, if you can see. What it'll do is that when I put this rod sock on, is that it will wrap around your rod like so and cling to it, just like a Chinese finger trap, so it won't be able to come off as easily. That is especially true on the casting style rod stick jackets, as you can see here. Now, the material of this also makes getting hooks that accidentally get tangled in come off a lot easier. And I'll just show you here real quick. That can happen a lot in the rod socks, but watch this. The material allows the hook to pop out just free. Now, unlike these other rod socks that, as you can see, the strap here has been damaged by my crankbait hooks getting tangled in, and I've had to take pliers and cut it off. Now, also, rod socks come in a multiple number of colors. I believe they come in 6 or 7 colors, so that you can color coordinate your rods to specific rod lengths or the type of fishing style you like. They also make the rod socks a lot easier to see inside a rod locker, unlike the normal black style. As you can see here, you can see that easily see that I have 2 rod socks, stick jacket rock socks, this American colored one and this blue one. That makes pointing them out a lot easier. Another thing that I like these rod socks for, these stick jackets for, is that these ends here, they have a ringed end, so if you can hang them up on top on your garage wall and they won't fall off. Now, I'm going to try and take this rod sock off, and I can't get this off. That's the amazing thing about these stick jackets. Well, I hope you learned a lot today. And for more information and other articles made by other field staffers and pro staffers, please log on to www.classicbass.com. I'm David Bromenschenkel, and I'll see you on the water.